A lovely evening here from the coastal city of Mogadishu. Welcome to Somalia's premier #1 station for news and updates, Dalsan TV. I'm your presenter, Abdurrahman Yusuf. Tonight, we have a lot in store for you, but first, have a look at some of our top stories. Somalia institutes modern governance strategic direction program. Somali security forces thwart terror attack in central region. Somali Justice Minister attends Arab Council of Justice Ministers in Baghdad, Iraq. Glad to have you back. Now let's delve into a full bulletin. In an effort to reshape the governance landscape, Somalia has launched a modern governance strategic direction program. The program, which started in Mogadishu, brings international technical experts together to improve public service delivery and transparency in the country's governance system. In an effort to reshape the governance landscape, Somalia has launched its modern governance strategic direction program. The program, which started in Mogadishu, brings international technical experts together to improve public service delivery and transparency in the country's governance system. In addition to Prime Minister Hamza Abdi Barre, President Dr. Hassan Sheikh Mohamud attended the event to inaugurate the process of ushering in modern governance. Over the course of the 2 days, an enormous crowd gathered for a symposium on modern administration in Somalia. All members of the council ministers, international specialists, and leaders well versed in the government development and modernization program are among those in attendance. In his address, President Hassan set a visionary agenda stating, "We are actively shaping Somalia's future as we look ahead to 2060. This date holds significance as it marks the centenary of Somalia's government. Hence, our concerted efforts are directed toward developing a strategic plan that will guide the nation's progress in the coming decades." Moreover, the Premier highlighted the significance of the Somalia's absence from global stage over the past 3 decades. He also noted the numerous shifts that are now taking place in Somalia. This includes the country's transition from fighting the Al-Shabaab insurgency to imagining a post-Al-Shabaab existence. Furthermore, Somalia is handling the delicate topic of debt forgiveness and crafting a course to financial stability. The Prime Minister expressed hope that the transition from the 4.5 politics system to a more inclusive political framework will be a significant step forward in the nation's growth. The program marks the start of a new journey towards improving the efficiency and effectiveness of the government. Now, the Somali National Army foiled a suicide car bomb attack on a military base in central Somalia on Sunday. According to Farah Abdi Mualim, Gurial District Commissioner, the forces defeated Al-Shabaab militants in a fierce fighting that killed 5 soldiers. The Somali National Army foiled a suicide car bomb attack on a military base in central Somalia. According to Farah Abdi Mualim Guriel, the district commissioner, the forces defeated Al-Shabaab militants in a fierce fighting that killed 5 soldiers. He stated that the forces had received previous intelligence about the group's plan to carry out attacks. On the Somali National Army bases in the region, and that the army now had complete control of the bases. Al-Shabaab extremists claimed responsibility for the attack on the Somali National Army facility in the area, claiming 61 troops were killed and 6 vehicles were recovered. Since President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud took office in May 2022, the government has been fighting Al-Shabaab extremists. Al-Shabaab has been on the receiving end for the last 12 months, with over 3,000 killed during the first phase of operations against the group in Hirshabelle and Galmudug states. The second phase is due to kick off in Jubaland and southwest states of Somalia. Despite the heightened onslaught by the government forces, the militant organization still hold portions of rural and southern central Somalia and continues to carry out high-profile attacks in Mogadishu and elsewhere. Now we cross over to the Ministry of Justice, where Hassan Muallim Mohamud, Somalia's Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs, arrived in Baghdad ahead of the 39th session of the Arab Council of Justice Ministers. Liban Sheikh Mohamud Muallim Gur, Somalia's ambassador to Iraq, welcomed the minister with Attorney General Sulaiman Mohammed Mohamud.
Hassan Muallim Mahmoud, Somalia's Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs, arrived in Baghdad ahead of the 39th session of the Arab Council of Justice Ministers. Liban Sheikh Mahmoud Malingur, Somalia's ambassador to Iraq, welcomed the minister with Attorney General Sulaiman Mohammed Mahmoud. As a precursor to the 39th session, the Executive Office met on Sunday and approved a 6-item agenda for the main council meeting. The council session, which is slated for Monday, is expected to cover key problems such as counter-terrorism and worldwide improvements to justice and judiciary systems. Khalid Shawani, the Iraqi Minister of Justice, greeted the Arab justice ministers in attendance and set the tone for the conference by emphasizing the importance of the problems at hand. He also expressed sympathy to the families devastated by recent calamities in Morocco and Libya. Minister Hassan Ma'alim Mahmoud is scheduled to meet with justice ministers from other Arab nations during his visit to Iraq. These meetings are part of Somalia's broader goal to develop cooperation with Arab Union member nations, with an emphasis on shared issues in the judicial sector.
Lovely viewers, the Somali minister story from Baghdad brings us to the end of our bulletin tonight. That's all we have prepared for you from our desk in Mogadishu. I wish to thank all those who made this new bulletin a success. And you, our lovely viewer, wherever you're watching us from, have yourselves a lovely night.